Hey guys, Nick60 here, coming to you with the Panzer B2 review, just in time for the Cyber Monday's one-day sale of this, the KV5, and the KV5 and the KV220. I already have the KV5 review out, and will not be putting out the KV220 review since I don't have it, and I honestly am probably not gonna get it. But yeah, this is the Panzer B2, which is basically a Char B1 with... the Char B1 seems to have relatively stock performance no matter what, though that might just be because I'm really frustrated with it and very happy to soon be getting rid of it. I have issues with the Char B1. Panzer B2, less issues, mostly because I've had this tank forever, and in coming back to it from so long ago, I had it before you could actually buy premium ammo with credits. I haven't yet seen tier 5 tanks, and I have always been in the top 3, which has been a small miracle. Which means that even though it basically has a light tank gun on a light tank turret on a thinly armored heavy tank hull, it's actually pretty good. I mean, I even got a Confederate medal because of how fast this thing aims and reloads, and it does have a smaller reticle. I am not zoomed in as much as I could be. You know, I was in sniper mode in a lot of these shots. I tend to use in this tank actually auto-aiming a lot more than I usually do, so I can keep moving while firing, again because of how fast it reloads and how accurate the gun is, even if it's not so great. And my equipment is vents, repair kit, and camo, along with my camo paint job, because I'm pretending like that does something. And you can see me sitting here dealing with that Lucius and Lux and this T46, which very generously these two sat right in between me and that M2 medium so I can take shots at them. And the reason that I have so much focused on, the reason I have the toolkit is because this thing needs repairs. It's got those 2 giant tracks. It will get tracked a lot, just like the B1. And I am pretending like I can actually camo it, and as a tank I'm probably not going to get rid of, if only because trainer capabilities. Why not leave vents for better performance? And yeah, this thing's a decent moneymaker, but for its tier is the key issue with it, though. You can see I'm having trouble penetrating another B2. I do need to put some APCR on it because it has serious issues when it comes to that. Crap, I lost my train of thought. It's great for actually frustrating Panzer 1Cs because it has that big health pool and a remarkably fast firing and relatively fast aiming gun that allows you to actually put shots into them. Oh yes, it's money-making potential. For a tier 4, it's a good money-maker. Unfortunately, that's for a tier 4. So, the KV5, and I'd assume the KV220, are going to have much better money-making potential than this thing. And probably the regularly available German heavy, the Love, and I can't remember if there's another heavy tank available or not, are going to be better for training, because this more or less has to have a permanent radio operator until you get 2 heavy tanks, in which you're going to be needing to train crews, in which case you'll then have 2 radio operators to draw from. That was really obvious. But yeah, it's a great relief compared to playing the B1 forever. In terms of its matchmaking, I mean, I really wish the B1 got this matchmaking just because this is actually fair. But, and I still haven't realized that we're being capped, unfortunately. Not that I can reach it. But, unfortunately, it's just not that spectacular of a tank overall. I mean, like I said, it's nice to be able to blow light tanks to pieces where most heavy tanks are kind of stuck being circled. But yeah, overall, it's not spectacular. It can be fun at times. But like I said, I've had this forever, since before it was taken off the market, which is why I have it. If I had to go back and rebuy it, I'm honestly not all that sure that I would. If you want a limited edition tank that can sort of train your heavy crews, and you know, will basically provide some anti-frustration compared to the B1, yeah, then the B2 is okay. But otherwise, I don't know. It's fun to go back to every once in a while, but it has been over a year since I played it, till today, in which case I just played it a bunch of times to get used to it, which should tell you something about its relatively lackluster in terms of a standout tank. Which is a shame. I mean, what I would love to see is for them to give it back at 75mm howitzer and knock out the turret, play it like a Lee, which would be great, because then you'd have the howitzer, which would, you know, provide a different playstyle from the B2, then from the B1, and actually that would be really OP for a premium tank. Other way around. The B1 needs its howitzer, though that still leaves something, I guess, to be desired, even if the matches it gets into aren't near as bad. So yeah, that's the Panzer B2, which will be available for one day only, Cyber Monday, coming up. Probably will be available again in the future, but that's it for now, alongside the KV5 and the KV220. If you like this video and want to see more, feel free to check out my channel, subscribe, check out my Twitter, Nick60vids. If you really liked this video and are feeling generous, please check out my Patreon, Nikolai60, and there'll be links to everything, including the sale, in the description. So yeah, this has been the Panzer B2, Nick60 signing off. I'll see you guys later.